live broadcast here on Ron Brown's YouTube channel. I don't often go live on my own channel here, but I just want to get some kind of breaking news out here. I mean, I say that with tongue in cheek since we've been saying this date for a while now, but let me just drop the bombshell right now. This morning, when I got up, Igor, one of the big leakers on Twitter, had leaked a bunch of specs out to the Mavic Air 3. Many we knew before, but just kind of looked like some official paperwork from DJI. But this time, um, it looked like official. But then, just maybe an hour or two later, he leaked out, the promotional material from DJI concerning the Air 3, the official DJI promotion. They called it Doubled Up. And since he leaked that out, it has now appeared on DJI's website, DJI.com. If you go to the main page and you scroll past the 20% off imaging, the summer sale, next thing up is a double up. And it says July 25th, 2023, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today is Tuesday, I never know the date here. Today is Tuesday the 18th. So that exactly 1 week from today, that will be Tuesday the 25th of July. And I don't know what to expect that day. We may just get the announcement that day, and then like a couple days later, you go back again and you actually order the drone. I don't know exactly what's going to happen on the 25th, so that'll be the day that DJI will announce the product, release the actual specs, which we probably have most of those already, but there's always details you don't know. And they'll announce the actual pricing that day and maybe the actual shipping day and when the drone is available that day, Tuesday the 25th. I do not know if that's a date where you can actually order the drone you know, uh, or pre-order or whatever the case may be here. But the 25th is the beginning of everything. So, yeah, I see we got George Kelly in the chat here. Good morning. Morning, Ron. Thanks for joining us, George. I don't know what part of the country I think you're at least in the Midwest. So, you're probably behind me time. There's my good friend Alex, who's down there in Miami. He's in my time zone here. I know I'm a little early, folks, but I just wanted to get that out. Gene's in here. Adam's in here. So, yeah, Adam's saying he just got the email for DJI about the Air 3. And my good friend DeMarco, DeMarco Moore, he reported that he got the email also. Recovery drone, hello. George in Wisconsin. Eddie shows the Air 3. Well, I'm still kind of under that DNA, but next Tuesday I'll be able to show it off here. I can show off, the Apple AirPods Pro 2 here. They're probably a better product than this new drone will be. Just kidding, folks. Hi, Jack Rabbit. Good morning. Jack Rabbit's down there in Florida, so he's in my East Coast time zone. So yeah, I mean, a European retailer, I'm going to say, has they kind of leaked this date of 25th. I'm going to say back in early June. So this the 25th July date has been around for a while now. It was never confirmed by second sources, but the date has been floating around for quite a while now. In fact, I think it's the first date I heard for this drone was the 25th. I mean, it was somebody had a June date, but I've heard this July 25th before we heard that other date that didn't happen. So again, no surprise here. Maybe surprised that we got the announcement a week out that the state's going to occur. Hello, Jerome. So yeah, I've got a bunch more people in chat here. So I'm going to kind of review again what I've already said once that this morning before 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm losing my train of thought here. Igor over Twitter, he showed the double up promotion that the official DJI double up promotion that's now on the website. He maybe it was he leaked it out before I saw it on the website. The actual picture of like the two lenses and the sunset in the background. So then shortly thereafter that, people started receiving emails. At approximately, I'm going to say about a little after 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the double up promotion appeared on DJI.com's splash page, the second thing down after the summer sale, giving us the date of 7:25, the time at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course the learn more thing, which you don't really learn anything more on when you hit that learn more, in advance. Maybe you do when it comes out. So yeah. So what we've been kind of talking about on and off for the last couple months, is now officially acknowledged by DJI themselves. So we're past the no more. We don't have to say rumors or leaks. The DJI Air 3, it is now official. Whether all the specs we've been hearing about are official, I do not know at this point. We will, of course, we will find all this out next Tuesday for sure, and I'm sure we'll see other leaks of stuff in the next week now that we're so close to the release of the actual product. So yeah, I encourage anybody to go over and check the DJI.com website up and look at this promotion. I don't. I'm doing this on my phone here on my deck in the great outdoors. I don't have the means to like put this up on the screen here. I don't usually go live on my own channel, and I certainly don't use the app much. So I don't know how to get that up. But again, I don't have to. DJI.com. Scroll down to the second thing, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And if you people are subscribed to DJI.com's email list, I'm sure many of you have received the email already by now. So, I know there's been a lot of talk here about a week or week and a half ago. We kind of learned that, well, we think we learned, this is still not confirmed by DJI, that this drone will not have the 1 inch sensor that we were used to in the Air 2S. We will have a smaller 1/1/3 sensor that we are used to on the DJI Mini 3 series, Mini 3 Pro and Mini 3. Smaller sensor, but with a wider aperture of 1.7 as compared to the usual, I think the 2.8 aperture on the Air 2S's 1 inch sensor. So, and of course, we get the second camera on the Air 3. We get what looks to be the 3x tele camera from the recent released Mavic 3 Pro. And a lot of people love that lens. The compression. How many times have you heard that compression? And I'm not making fun of that. I mean, it's good. It looks great. It's going to be a good lens. And just it's just like that compression. It sounds like I'm in my old days of photography back in the '80s when I first started out. When you heard your instructor talk about compression. But got some more chat. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these chats on my phone here. So it's small. Why go back to the smaller sensor? Yet no idea. Well, guesses, but no idea. Captain Joe America, hello, how are you doing? You're up in Louisiana already. I think you're 1 hour, behind, us on the East Coast. But yeah, a lot of people don't like the idea. They went back to the smaller sensor. Only guesses I would have would be maybe it helps save costs, keep the cost of the drone down, so it won't be too expensive. I mean, this drone probably for this drone to do well, it could be more money than say the Mavic 3 Classic with the 4/3 sensor on it. So I had to keep the price point right on it. That could be one reason. Maybe keep the weight down, keep overheating down. And they have that it has a large gimbal on it, sort of a little brother of the one that's on the Mavic 3 Pro. Maybe it was a weight thing. Maybe this camera sensor is lighter than 1/1/3 than the 1 inch sensor, and that helps this gimbal maintain balance. These are all total guesses on my part. I do not know anything, no inside information. I'm just spitballing here, whatever. And how much worse will this 1/1/3 sensor be? I guess we'll find out sometime next week when maybe they show us some actual video from the Air 3, so we can kind of take a look at it and maybe compare it. I got a comment here from Joe America. He said hello to everybody in the chat. So yeah. So again, we'll find out soon. How much of a hit we'll take in performance, if any at all, from dropping down from the 1 inch. So yeah, that's a big controversy that's popped over of last week and a half since we kind of found out those details from the pictures and so on. Gene saying hello to Jewish Drone Flyer. So yeah, yeah. I'm not going to go on here for a long time. I've kind of said the same thing twice for people that did come in. I just want to get this news out there. I mean, so people go check their emails, go to the DJI.com. Again, you know, we didn't learn a whole lot today, except that it is an official product now. I mean, they don't even say the Air 3 and double up, but they obviously show that the two cameras that we used to see in the leaked pictures. So again, they never mentioned an Air 3, but it's obviously it said the two cameras on the gimbal we've seen leaked for a while now. So yeah. So, people, leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm sure, the shows we talk about over the next couple of days. We'll have Bill, the drone review will be on tonight. I'm sure he'll talk about this in a little more depth and whatever. And, Bill Thomas tomorrow night on Coast to Coast, probably, again, get into it a little bit, talk about a little bit more than, than I am here in this segment here. And maybe we'll even do a pop-up Drone Nation maybe today where we kind of go over this, a little bit more detail, as far as detail, just speculation really, because again, the only details we got is, July 25th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, double up, that picture, what looks to be like the two cameras with the gimbal. That's all the actual details we have at this point, and everything else is just kind of still speculation here. So now one more time before I quit this live stream here. Again, I don't want to keep everybody here on saying the same thing over and over again, but people just joined. I just want to let everybody know that again, the DJI released sent out an email today to people that are on the email list. They put an update on their DJI.com website. A double up. It's probably on all their social medias, and probably maybe there's even a promo on YouTube. I did not see it as of the time of starting this video, but they call it double up. 7/25/23, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the Learn More badge. So it's obviously the Air 3. It's going to be here next week. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up the chat. So you know what? I will. I'm going to open up this in another window here and see if I can actually see what's going on here. So give me a second here, and I will. Let's see live, and let's see here. I can't see my own broadcast live. That's kind of funny. Yeah. So I don't know how to look at the chats here because I'm on the phone. I don't see chats. Let me see if I can get a button here. Sorry, this is kind of experimentation here. Yeah, I'm sorry here. I don't know how to pull up the chats. I have my iPad sitting right here, but I don't see the way to do it here. Jack Rabbit said he's working and listening. Thank you, Jack Rabbit. Appreciate that. Let me search in here and see if I can find anything here. What did I title this thing here? DJI Air 3 release date. See if I can find my thing streaming here. Oh, I do. I found it. I found it streaming. But now I got to mute the sound, of course. All right, now I can see the chat a little bit better here. Let me even see if I can pop. Can I pop that chat out in here? I don't think I can. So let's see here. We got USA Drone Flyer says, "I'll wait until it's sold by itself. If it only works with my RC Pro period or whatever." So yeah, a lot of people are wondering, will this new Air 3 work with their DJI RC Pro controller? We do not know that yet. We know there's two new controllers coming out along with this drone, a DJI RC N2 and a DJI RC 2. That's the one with the little screen. And outside that, we don't know whether those controllers work with any of the drone but this drone. We don't know backwards compatibility. We don't know frontwards compatibility with the DJI RC Pro. So that is a good point. Captain Joe, Thomas Baker, hello, how are you doing? Jack Rabbit, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, so that's going to be a lot. I think a lot of people, are going to hold off a little bit. I mean, Captain Joe America's going to wait till it's sold by itself. I mean, that could be, that could be anything. That could be 1 week, 1 month, 6 months from now. We don't know when that's going to happen. Whether the time is crucial for you or not is up to you. Again, and we'll find out more about these controls. I think the most interesting thing will be when the information comes out next week and how soon we'll get it. Whether we will know on the 25th. These two new controllers. What drones will they work with, if any, besides the new Air 3? And what about the RC Pro? Will that be compatible with this drone? And that's the big question. We know these specs, on the 25th. Will that all come out on day one, or will that information slowly trickle out over the preceding days after that? So, Gene Fox here says hi, Jackrabbit FPV. So yeah, any other questions? Throw them in the chat here. I've got the live chat up here, and I kind of can read it on my iPad now instead of teeny tiny, reminders that pop up on the iPhone. So my setup here today, I got the using the iPhone and the YouTube app. I've got it on mounted on the OM6 gimbal. Another plug for DJI. And by the way, this show is sponsored today by Johnny Drone Flyer here. So, but feel free to throw some super chats in or something. We're always trying to, get the channel paid for here. But thanks for your sponsorship, Johnny. And I was saying before, so I got the iPhone. I got the YouTube app open on the iPhone. Hit the live button or whatever, title it and so on. So I got that going here, and I'm sitting on my back porch. So I got good internet. The router's not too far from here. Then I got my iPad right here, iPad Pro, and I'm kind of monitoring the second screen on this guy here. So yeah, so that's kind of set up today. Jack Rabbit says good morning. Adam says sure it's pro orders on the 2S, most probably sending out weeks after. So I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I think maybe Adam's saying that the 25th or someday next week, maybe the day you can order the drone, but it probably won't be shipping out for a couple of weeks. I mean, we all like that when the day that it drops, we'll say the 25th in this case, we all like to be able to go to the DJI website, hit the buy button, and then the drone starts shipping within 24 hours. I mean, that seems to happen. It's more rare nowadays than it used to be, but that's what we all like to see. But I think I'm saying it probably won't happen this time, and he could be right. Yeah, the 25th. Mendes Drone Ops, thanks for joining us. Hello, my friend. How are you? I'll put Mendes on the hot seat here. Are you going to order the new DJI Air 3 next week on the 25th, or are you going to sit back and wait and see? Find out more details and so on. So that's a big question, everybody. Who's gonna who's gonna jump on it right away, and who's gonna sit back and still fly their DJI Air 2S with their 1-inch sensor that they've been happy with for years. I've kind of said for a while now, I'd have been just as happy if they came out with, say, a Air 2S with a plus battery, so you can give me that over 40-minute flight time on my current drone. I didn't really need any upgrades anyplace else or whatever. The extra lens, maybe that's going to be the thing that gets you by. Maybe that's going to be the bee's knees, the thing that, really sells this drone. We'll see. When I'm flying the Air 2S, I don't feel the need to have a 3x optical zoom in most of my flights, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll get this drone and I'll never fly the Air 2S again. It's the great unknown at this point. So Adam saying sure it's pro orders on the 25th, but it's probably sending out the weeks after that. Yeah, agreed. I'm reading the same comment again. And Mendes says not sure about what he's going to do. And I'm with you, Mendes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next Tuesday either. I mean, people are waiting to see the final specs and prices, but I bet you we know like 95% of that now. So I don't know if there's anything in that last 5% that's going to change my mind or your mind or anybody else's mind one way or the other. that's to be seen. A lot of the stuff is impulse. You know what I mean? Like you could sit here and say all along that, yeah, I'm not going to get that drone. I don't need that drone. And then the day comes and you see the fancy commercials and all the big channels or how their reviews up 5 minutes after 9 or whatever that day, and they'll talk about the compression or some other new feature that that every it'll be something new in this drone, and all the reviewers kind of pop on and talk about it, whether maybe all that'll sway you from not wanting a drone to making the order that day. I mean, that happens to many people. Um, yeah, Adam said he's got the Mini 3 Pro and the Mavic 3 Pro, and for the Air 2S 2. So he's got, yeah, he's got a lot of good drones. He doesn't really need this Air 3, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat with Adam. They already have the other DJI flagship drones, and they just don't need a third one, because for somebody like Adam who's got the Mini 3 Pro and the Mavic 3 Pro, he basically already has that one lens that's on the Mini 3 Pro, the wide 1/1/3. He's also got the 3x tele 1/1/3 that's on the Mavic 3 Pro. He's got those two lenses already on different drones. So if he wants to shoot that 3x compression, he can just get his Mavic 3 Pro out and do it. So yeah, it's kind of unusual here that we see a DJI drone, especially a Generation 3 like this. It's kind of borrow kind of parts and lenses from other drones and not really have something that's uniquely theirs before. Like the Air 2S, when it came out, the camera was on no other drone. It got that. There was only drone that had that new camera. It was a different camera than Mavic 2 Pro or anything came before it. So for them to kind of recycle two lenses on this, it's kind of unusual. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, it may turn out to be the best decision they ever made or whatever. But I'm just saying it's a little bit unusual for them. So yeah, I mean, let's see. I've gone over like 21 minutes here, so I'm going to stay on just a couple minutes longer, and I'm going to jump off here. Just one more reminder for anybody that just joined us: we finally got official confirmation from DJI today, around 9 a.m. this morning Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. Emails are going out. It's on DJI's.com. It's a double up. They call it the double up, and they say 7:25. 2023, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they show what looks to be the picture of the two cameras on the gimbal of the new Air 3. So they finally acknowledged it's official. It's coming 1 week from today. We they don't actually say the Air 3 yet, but they never do. And usually until the product actually comes out that morning. It's kind of the usual teaser here. So go over to the website, check it out yourself. I mean, you're not going to learn a whole lot. You didn't see that picture, whatever. So I think we got everybody up to date on this. Now we've got to look a good little talk about some of the speculation here, whatever. I mean, what feature if you're going to buy the Air 3? Why are you buying the Air 3? What feature is going to draw you in the most? Is it that new 3x optical zoom? Is that the reason you're going to put your hard-earned money out and get this thing? Is it things like it's rumored to have night mode, which was only on the Mavic 3 series before? It's rumored to have waypoints, which is usually only on the Mavic series of drones. So I mean, without third-party apps. Which one of those features is the one kind of drawing you in here? To this product. Because again, I mean, if you don't own any drones at all, like if you're coming from nothing, your only drone now is a toy drone or maybe even an FPV drone. This is your first real camera drone. I could kind of see that or whatever. You're not coming from legacy. You don't have the Air 2S and Mini 3 Pro or anything like that. So you coming in to this, probably makes some good sense or whatever. You don't really want to pay what the Mavic 3 series costs, Mavic 3 Pro, but you need more than that's in the mini series. So I can see why that drone makes good sense if you're coming in kind of from a DJI vacuum, I'll call it. But if you're already entrenched into the DJI, drone world, you have many of the kind of current or recent generation products. How this drone makes sense to you. It's something you're gonna have to figure out. On your own and your budget and everything like that. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna cut this off for now, and get back to my busy day here. But as I get more information in, I'll be back. With more updates, more shows, and keep an eye for all the drone shows later on today. You know, pumping out some more information on this and hashing over, kind of speculating on what's to come and what to expect next week. So again, thanks for joining us this live stream, folks. And got one last thing from Joe here. I've got a darn thing in my way here reading these comments. If that's all true, it's a Mavic 3 OG kind of in a smaller package with a better camera. Why even buy it if you own the Mavic 3? Yeah, that's a good point, Joe. Good point. Um, Man, it's probably one of those drones. If you're not already baked into if this is your first DJI drone, maybe this makes a lot of sense for you because it kind of straddles the midpoint between the two, the Mavic series and the Mini series or whatever. And at this point, you don't want to buy a over 2-year-old drone like the Air 2S, even though it does have that one in sense. Again, the good thing next week will be to see how good the camera quality is on the Air 3 and how it compares to the Air 2S. So I'm going to leave you with that thought and thank everybody for joining me this morning. And hope everybody has a good day and, hope everybody gets a chance to get out there and fly today if you have good weather wherever you live. So, okay, I'm going to stop this thing. I don't know exactly how to stop these things, but, we'll figure out. So maybe a little fumbling around here as I end this stream here. But this is it. And thank you. We'll see you on the next one, folks. Ignore anything that's going to happen now while I figure out how to stop this.